Because money. They like money. Everything they do is, this is where my tech nerd side comes in. Everything they do is to keep people on that platform longer and to keep them looking at more ads and watching more videos and earning them more ad revenue. They have no reason to get rid of 70 something million people like this. Like, they're not going to Infinity Wars us because they like our money. You know, they like our eyeballs. They want to do it. So I don't think it's going to happen.
How do you make some sense of all this stuff? Like, I'm always looking around when I find voices that seem kind of sane and interesting and like somewhat trustworthy. How do you find people? Because people always, people literally come up to me at the supermarket and they'll be like, Dave, you're the only one I trust. And I'm always like, well, shit, we got a big problem here.
People say that to me too. They're like, you're the only one that tells the truth. And I really pride myself on that. I'll keep telling the truth and throwing in my silliness. And the fun part is that I love being wrong because then I get to learn the right thing. So I don't even care if I'm wrong. But I'd say I trust you. I trust Ben Shapiro minus 10% because I'll just make up for the silly because it's in there. I trust Rogan's show, Joe Rogan's show.
Yeah.
And it's not even that I trust their opinions. I just trust that they like to learn. So his guests and him, they'll work their way through shit. I like that. I trust Erica, who is the CEO of Barstool Sports, and pretty much the whole Barstool Sports crew. I think they tell it like it is too.
Yeah.
Dan
kind of crazy that Barstool has to be so involved in politics, though, right?
It's really funny. It's really, really funny. And this is why I'm saying the pendulum's coming back. When the people who are supposed to be serious have gone crazy, then the crazies are going to have to take over. And we're running the asylum, and we have more experience. This is the thing. They don't get it. They're out. When we go crazy, we're going to be way better than them.
But are you afraid that if Trump does not pull off this stuff with the lawsuits and stuff, and Biden becomes president, that at that point, why wouldn't big tech just get rid of all of us? You know, they're calling us all Nazis anyway. The entire political establishment will say, you're a bunch of Nazi Trump supporters.
You're
why
not
wouldn't
a Nazi?
big tech? Well, I don't like to say it publicly, obviously.
Okay. I was under the impression.
Nicole, this is on YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought you were like a gay Nazi. Yeah. My bad.
But really, like, are you afraid of that? That, like, why wouldn't, you know, you've built your life and career and all that goodness on the pipes of YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that. Like, are you worried that, you know, January 20 rolls around, Biden's president, and within the next couple of weeks, like, why would big tech not just boot everybody who's deplorable and a bad guy and a Nazi and the rest of it?
Because money. They like money. Everything they do is, this is where my tech nerd side comes in. Everything they do is to keep people on that platform longer and to keep them looking at more ads and watching more videos and earning them more ad revenue. They have no reason to get rid of 70 something million people like this. Like, they're not going to Infinity Wars us because they like our money. You know, they like our eyeballs. They want to do it. So I don't think it's going to happen. It's not in their best interests. And this is what I hope TV networks learn. Too many thoughts at once. Red Bull.
Sweet Jesus. Slow down, woman.
I'm trying. They're just playing to one side, and there's 70 other million people to entertain. You dumbasses. Guess what all those people do? They buy toilet paper. They buy makeup. They buy hair products. You clearly do. Wow. It's wow. It's amazing.
If we toured together, I mean, the hair game, if we toured together would be seriously like...
Strong. Let's just have our hair on t-shirts, like just the outlines of our hair.
I like it.
That'd be fun.
Nicole and Dave.
Thanks. Nicole and Dave. That's my brother's name too, so it's fun. Yeah, I just think it would be really stupid of them economically to not start playing to the other half of America and North America. People forget that Canadians very much follow American politics and chime in on it because we're attached. We're your hat.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What's going on? I don't think. What's going on with your guy up there, Trudeau? You must love that guy, huh?
That robot malfunctioned a while ago. We gotta like hearing him in between doing blackface, telling us how to be good people is just, it's too much for me. He talks in a fake robot voice now. It's just too much.
How did he win a re-election? Like, because most Western countries, and now it's a little up in the air with the U.S. But in the last like 5 years, most Western countries, they went to the right. But you guys, you went the other way, and now he's talking Great Reset, the humanoid that he is.
Great Reset.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it. Which is probably why I get at least 100 people asking me every day to run for prime minister, and they're not kidding. And I've had financial backers ask me if I would do it.
They want me to run for governor of California now. You see what? You see, how stupid is this?
I mean, Arnold kind of broke the mold for us like years ago, so that's pretty good. But I don't want to be prime minister. The salary cap is 180,000 Canadian. That's frankly like, nah. You know, for all that pressure, that's like $23 American, yeah. Not into it. But yeah, hey, that takes me down another tangent.
Yeah, like, but what do you think of
why we get people like that?
Trudeau, like what is happening in Canada?
He's gonna be out soon. The thing is, we just didn't care enough. Canadians follow American politics more than we follow Canadian politics. It just is what it is. Mm-hmm. Yours is more entertaining. It's more fun. The characters are better. It's a good reality show. Ours is kind of like, wah, wah, and we're too polite. There's not a lot of fighting in our House of Commons. And we just kind of let things skirt by until suddenly this douchebag is talking about the Great Reset in his robot voice. Then it's getting a little weird. And he's fighting with the Premier of Ontario about giving the cash advances to small businesses that they promised over a month ago. Then I'm like, okay, who we tagging in here? Because now someone has to go take this guy out, like election-wise, not like take him out. Yeah,
I got it. You're not calling for the assassination of Justin Trudeau.
I am not calling for the assassination of Justin Trudeau. Facebook, did you hear that?
Well,
okay.
Because you know,
I've gotten in trouble for jokes before with Facebook.
Listen, the Media Matters people, they watch this show with a keen eye, waiting for me to pause the wrong way or for one of my guests to accidentally say something because Skype freaked out for a moment. So we have to be very careful. You do not want Justin
Is that true?
Yeah, these people are pathetic, ridiculous fools.
Oh, tell me what you really think. At least they didn't send you to your fiery death to rescue horses. That were fine.
You see, there you go. Do you guys think it's a little weird, you Canadians? We don't really understand you people up north. Do you guys think it's weird the way that it seems like our issues have been imported into Canadian shores? Because every gig that I did in Canada, and when I was with Jordan and when I've done solo gigs, people are crazed and starving for the types of things that I talk about. And I did an event with Maxime Bernier, who was the People's Party of Canada, you know, basically the libertarian candidate for prime minister. And we did an event and Antifa was there and they were throwing things and attacking us and screaming Nazi. That video, you probably saw that video of the woman with the walker trying to cross the street. That was for me to come to Canada to talk about free speech, like insane. But and then you have all these people and they're screaming Black Lives Matter and all this stuff. And it's like, well, is there a problem with police shootings in Canada? And does it have anything to do with race? And then you ask them and they're like, no. That's like, well, what are you screaming about?
No, we want to play. Yeah, we want to play too.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Literally, when Canadians start going off about issues, I laugh most of the time because I would say our number one issue, if we have issues outside of pandemic and stuff like that, is environmental. It's where we're going to lay pipeline for natural oil. What Indigenous lands can we go through? What's not cool? Let's make peace with the Indigenous people. Those are the real issues Canadians have, and I'd say number one is environmental. Other than that, we're kind of chill. And I think that makes some people antsy, so they make up problems, just like everyone else in the world. They have nothing to complain about, so they make it up. I just remembered something I don't think I told you. Did I ever tell you that I messaged you while you were in Hamilton, Ontario?
Oh, during all that that was for that gig, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you yet, but I saw that was happening, and I reached out to you, I think, on Instagram, and I offered you another venue with a ton of security. Yeah.
Nicole, you are a good woman.
If you ever need help in Hamilton.
This is going to sound very douchey. I don't run my Instagram.
That's okay. It does, but it's okay. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I got a guy that runs it and sometimes things slip through. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, that thing really was, I was like, I cannot believe this is happening in Canada. I got people screaming that I'm a Nazi. The three speakers on stage, you had a Christian, a Jew, and a Muslim on stage, and they're screaming that it's a white supremacist event.
You guys failed at white supremacy so hard. Yeah.
So hard, so hard.
Man.
Hitler would be very, very disappointed. So I was about to ask you what's next for you, but I think we know what's next, which is you got some sort of late night situation coming. That's awesome.
I do, and it's gonna be fun. And I know I sound a little like evil villain about it, but that's how I feel.
No.
I feel like, okay, you guys want to play? You pushed good people this far. The people's champions are rising up. We're gonna swing, and I can't just be like, oh, it's just me. I'm gonna take on everybody. There's a freaking X-Men crew rising up right now, and man, I feel bad for SNL. I feel bad for these people that are stuck in the little boxes, can't say what they want, can't be real comics because, yeah, the good ones are coming.
If you're looking for more honest and thoughtful conversations about comedy instead of the nonstop yelling you get everywhere else, check out our comedy playlist. And if you want to watch full interviews on a variety of topics, check out our full episode playlist. They're both right over here. And to get notified of all future videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell.